in the video description if you're curious where I get mine. They're awesome and I highly recommend spending a few bucks on professional model photos if you can afford it. That's completely fine, and so I don't really need to observe them. My goal is not to draw this model here, only to use her pose and her anatomy. It's very specific. I showed you how I draw my character mannequins just a few weeks ago, so this is what I'm drawing here. Albeit, yeah, just a little simpler. You should give that video a watch if you haven't yet. My process will probably make a lot more sense once you have. Initially, I would probably recommend that you practice drawing the mannequin in a neutral pose first to, to get used to it and used to human proportions. Basically, practice this for a while until you can draw it from imagination, and then come back to gesture drawing like I do it here. I'm really just using the photo reference here to add detail to my mannequin, that's all. If we check, the proportions here aren't quite right. They're pushed a bit, but that's on purpose. They're just more ideal proportions defined previously when I constructed my mannequin. They're just proportions that I find more aesthetic. I can do what I want. Now, obviously, if you want to draw proportions that are more similar to the reference model, do that. I'm just saying that's not my goal here. For the quick poses that I worked on first during my warm-up, it was just a more simplified version of the mannequin where I was focusing more on the silhouette. Now, with double the time, I'm focusing a lot more on the volumes that make up the body. Different time limits, different focus. Anyways, to recap so far, choose your references carefully. It has a big impact on how fast you'll improve. Then warm up with some quick 1-minute poses focusing on the silhouette of the model before moving on to the longer 2-minute poses where you'll want to focus more on the volumes that make up the body. Don't try to copy what you see. Instead, try constructing the body and its proportions mostly from imagination, only glancing back at your reference when you need information about the pose and the anatomy of the model. We're inspiring ourselves from the reference, not copying it. In that sense, you can also exaggerate the pose if you feel confident enough. When you approach the study this way, when it's clear that the point is not to copy the reference, it's a lot more liberating and a lot more fun of an exercise, at least in my opinion. It's fine if it's not the same. Who cares? Finally, the last tip I have, and something else that I think has a big impact on the quality of the gesture, will be your treatment of the feet and the hands. Those often tend to affect the gesture a lot, so make sure you save some time for them. When the feet look wonky, especially the feet, your gesture drawings will usually look super floaty and kind of like off balance, and that can really ruin the whole thing. Practice drawing simple hands and feet separately with very few lines to get used to their construction if those are more problematic. I made another video showing my construction recipe for those two, for feet and hand, if you're curious, so have a look if you're not sure how to go about it. Finally, I'll just say that experience plays a big role in the speed of your gesture drawings. If 1 and 2 minutes is too short for you, like it was for me just a few years ago, then double the length you spend on these. It's not a race, but at the same time, you don't want to spend too much time, like no more than 5 minutes on any gesture unless you want to practice like shading it, because that takes more time. The goal is not to draw fast, it's to illustrate a lot with very few lines. It's to optimize your process and be able to do more with less time. This in itself will speed up your process. The speed is just a side effect of a more efficient gesture drawing. I'm sure there's a lot more I could optimize in my own gesture drawings, and well, that's why I keep practicing. And that's gonna wrap it up for this week's class. I think right about now would be a good time to pay the class fee of either 1 like or 1 sub, don't you think? My spies are watching you. If you did pay though, you get a bonus freebie. Oh my god. If you want the
Long time, girl. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Even Jesus Christ, His Son.
Turn around. Good work. Stay with you.
Something's only lost if you let it be. And as far as I can tell, you're all still breathing, even though you're a bunch of lifeless saps. So buck the hell up!
No! What? No more stories for you fellas.
girl. Yeah. You're okay, girl.
What pa yun? Perfect.
Let's go, girl.
Gotta say, you look mighty strange there, friend. Oh, sorry about that.
Please come in, sir.
Okay.
This way, sir. A gentleman to see you, ma'am.
So, your friend, the other liquor vendor. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Arthur, welcome. We were just playing cribbage. Arthur Morgan, Mrs. Catherine Braithwaite.
Nice to see you again.
Apparently. So this one, he is big and as dumb as he looks?
Well, he's surely big, but his intelligence is a matter of some conjecture. Some say he is as dumb as he looks, but I think, well, he's not quite that dumb.
So these are the boys going to Caliga Hall?
Yes, we can take care of that for you, but one hates to be coarse. There is the question of money.
Oh, we've got money, Mr. Matthews.
Paper, bonds, metal.
She ain't gonna pay you with a certified check, you Yankee numbskull.
Ain't childbirth just the most beautiful miracle? Seems a lady can birth monkeys, after all.
Can I drive? Nope.
Sometime today would be nice, Morgan. Ready? Let's get out of here. What are you doing? See, I said I should drive.
You was quiet in there.
Took everything I had. That son of hers. I'll shove that silver spoon down his throat and pull it clean out of his arse. The smug fucker.
Okay. So what's she got us doing at the Gray's place?
She wants us to torture tobacco fields. Said they ain't had rain in weeks round here.
What?
Yep, using that back there.
Moonshine?
Burns faster than kerosene, that stuff. Said it'd be fitting, she did. All I'm thinking is how about I try fitting my boot up your hook now, you snotty old bitch.
Jose really picked the right fella for teeing the manor, didn't he?
Ah, he was giving it his usual flannin'. One of these families got gold stashed somewhere, he reckons. I mean, I'm all for sticking it to rich folks. I hate rich folks. There'll be some bloody money at the end of all this.
Jose knows what he's doing.
Does he, though? The master finagler of nothing.
Easy, easy.
So far, we've destroyed the Braithwaite still, tried to sell the shine back to them. Now we're on this fool's errand, which I'm very much looking forward to, by the way. They was saying old man Gray's double security after that business at the saloon.
We just robbed their horses, too.
That was you? Jesus.
So, we're just gonna drive on in there, is that it?
Don't worry, I got a plan. Wagons go in and out of there all the time with supplies, equipment, payroll. Especially now they've taken on all that extra muscle. We're making a delivery, that's all. Just leave it to me. I can talk a dog off a meat wagon.
All right, then.
hold up a second. Are you not worried about them Greys, English?
Excuse me?
You not worried about them Greys?
In what sense?
Well, they knows you.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You know what? Here, I'll go hiding back. If you can act naturally and stop us from getting into a fight before we're ready.
I will try.
Yes. Try and do an impression of a human being.
I'm not going to go that far.
Hey.
We're here. Stay out of sight. I'll do the talking.
Hey, hold it right there. What you want, boy?
There was a thing at the saloon.
What you talking about?
Well, I'm delivering the supplies.
You're not the usual driver.
You want a bottle, friend? Here. Have a wee drop. I'm new. I mean you no harm. I've come from Donegal, in Ireland.
You don't say.
Yeah. They said you'd understand some kind of incident at the saloon in town. I was told to bring this up here. Ask no questions, I'll tell you no lies, sort of business. Before the officials got there, they said.
Okay. Drive this way. I'll show you how to get there.
Oh, thank you, friend. Have a drink. Sean.
Hamish.
Good to meet you, Hamish. Fine bit of country you've got here. Not as fine as Connemara, but fine nonetheless.
My people come from Scotland.
Is that right? And you and I are nearly brothers.
Just over here. Straight down the path here. It's getting so I can barely keep track of all these deliveries coming in.
Yeah, and they said they was looking for more drivers in town. I jumped at the chance. I never been a feller to kick a bit of honest work out of bed. So, you folks been having a hard time of it, have you?
Yeah, Mr. Gray's got a heap of problems right now with another family around here. Bunch of covetous lowdowns trying to sabotage his livelihood. Disgusting.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that, Hamish. Sounds like you definitely deserve that drink.
You don't know the half of it. Just in there.
Right you are.
You can unload it here.
In here? Oh, the horse is like a swift one, do they?
Excuse me?
Nothing. It's grand. Quite a place you boys have got here. Reminds me of one of them big houses out in Donegal. Real fancy places they was, Hamish. Real fancy. Because if some folks got all the money, they can build quite the fanciest places imaginable, eh? Well, the Okay. You can hold up in here till it gets dark.
How you getting on?
Good. Nearly got these things ready.
Okay. There's plenty of guards out there. Here's how I feel we should deal with things. You head over to the dry barn.
Sure. And you?
I'm gonna deal with the fields themselves. We coat everything in moonshine, and then we light things up with these little fellers here. Thankfully, it ain't rained, And that old barn over there should go up like a torch.
How many of these boys you think you need?
It should do it. Let's head out the back. Look, once they get wind of us, there'll be no turning back, so move quickly.
Of course. I'm rebel stock, boy. I was born burning down manor houses.
We'll burn quietly.
Quiet. There's someone coming on the left.
Oh, hey. Well, I thought the wagon already arrived.
This one didn't.
Strange. So, what you got there?
Tools, payroll.
Okay. Drop it by the supply shed at the back of the fields.
Sure. See you later.
You hear that? Payroll.
Yeah. Let's get this job done first, okay?
I'll take care of this fella. Come on. You douse the fields. I'll meet you at the barn.
Try to stay out of trouble.
Well, I never.
Who's that?
The heck?
Quiet. There's someone coming on the left.
How?
Oh. Hey. Well, I thought the wagon already arrived.
This one didn't.
Strange. So, what you got there?
Tools, payroll.
Okay. Drop it by the supply shed at the back of the fields.
Sure. See you later.
You hear that? Payroll.
Yeah. Let's get this job done first, okay?
Just let me deal with our friend here. Meet me at the barn when you're done. Shine them fields up good, all right?
Keep your head down. That's good. That should do it. Should be enough for here. That's good for here.
What the hell? Must be going crazy.
Or you give this a quick dousing as well. Think she'll go, Arthur? Line her up. After you, sir. What are you waiting for? Haha! Now let's go light yourselves a fat cigar.
I got the redhead! Make your peace. You're dead.
We'll deal with these fellas.
Somebody shoot him already! Not right now. We got company. Look out!
All right, let's steal some horses from the stables and get out of here.
Damn it! No, we got trouble. Take cover.
Where are these bastards coming from? Will you help me out?
This is a goddamn mess.
Blow their goddamn heads off! Not ready to bleed? You ain't...
Do that close. Those horses are bolted.
That supply wagon that came in had horses.
Go on then, lead the way.
Look out! Here come more! You ain't leaving here! Son of a bitch! Bloody hell! They didn't tell you there'd be an army of them? They didn't tell me nothing! I got the redhead! I'll kill you! I've had it with these bastards! Let's go! More guards coming in! You right like son! What now? Hosea better get us paid rich. Bloody right! You want a war? We'll give you a war! You good, eh? Come on! This is what it's all about. Oh, Parker! Glad you're having fun. Come on! We got a fine box for you, boy. Both of you dead. I want them dead. Now! One good shot, you're dead. No way out of here. Come on! Stay with me! You'll be sorry! Hey, there it is! Maybe you haven't unloaded that cash yet! All right, come on, take those horses. Well, let's see if the payroll is actually in there. Hurry up. Oh, boy, we did good, Morgan. We did good. Great, well, let's go. Looky here, you get them horses free, Martha. Come on. Yeehaw! All right, let's get out of this shithole. Okay, let's get the hell out of here, fast. You right, follow me.
Like you should. Yeah, let's go.
All right, come on, we'll take those horses.
Well, let's see if the payroll is actually in there.
Hurry up.
Oh, boy, we did good, Morgan. We did good.
Great, well, let's go.
Looky here, you get them horses free, Martha. Come on. Yeehaw! Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Molly, don't slow down for nothing. Get a new one. More men up ahead. Will you just... Straight out the main gate! Come on! Yeah! Jesus! That turned into a right party!
You call that a party?
That Braithwaite had got our money's worth, all right.
Let's just get out of here first.
I think we lost him.
That we did.
Quite a night.
Sure.
Interesting little fight Dutchess put us into the middle of here.
I hope him and Hosea are right and that there's some money at the end of it.
Well, what now?
Head on back to camp.
You coming?
Sure.
Here we are. Home sweet home.
You let Hosea know how we got on. That Braithwaite job was a lot of work for not enough money.
I was just doing what Dutch asked us to.
This sulking, it's becoming very tiresome.
Everything's tiresome to you these days. You've barely touched me in weeks.
What do you want from me?
To be treated with some respect and affection. All them out there, they're laughing at me.
You think this is the way to a man's affection? Moping and pestering all the damn day?
Oh, I can do a lot worse than that.
Is that a threat? Another great way to a man's affection.
Oh, shut up.
Gladly.
morning to you.
Good morning, Arthur.
Morning, Arthur.
How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
Haven't received anything from you in a while, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, I'll just come back later. Oh, Mr. Morgan, I've jotted down a few things that I think could be nice additions around here. I won't be able to make that for you without more materials. Thank you, Mr. Pearson.
Morning. Marston.
Hey.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
The thing is, John, the thing is we all gotta die. I know that. I, of all people, know that.
Excuse me?
We all gotta die, but you got the chance to live. Not just to live for love.
I got no goddamn clue what you're on about, Hosea.
You're not as dumb as you act, John Marston.
Hi there.
I don't understand.
Be a man, John. It would suit you.
You both are acting real strange right now.
Mr. Arthur, I told Dutch, I feel I should tell you. I saw some of Combs' boys riding around.
Down here? What they want?
I have no idea.
They see you?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know, Kieran.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. Morning.
Good morning, Arthur.
Okay.
I need a word with you, Morgan.
What is it?
We got something cooking you might be interested in.
Am I gonna like the sound of this?
Been cooking since Horseshoe, but you went and kicked up all that commotion in Valentine. Now, we was preparing to rob the bank there until you got involved in all that nonsense, and I don't know, I just feel like it's unfinished business.
That wasn't my fault. It was just one of them things.
How come every time I get in trouble, I'm called a fool and an idiot? But when you get in trouble, oh, it's just one of them things.
It's a good point, Arthur.
A very good point.
All right, well, what do y'all want me to do?
Hit the goddamn bank with us.
You really think it's worth going back there?
4 of us can hit the bank easy, but I ain't gonna lie to you. There will be law if we linger.
And if serious?
No, just local boys being rounded up and pressed into action.
Meaning?
If we go in quick and quiet, we can hit it just fine. If there's 4 of us, I mean.
Y'all think it's worth the risk?
It's a bank, Arthur.
So? Is the take good?
According to the fella I met, yes. It's the end of the stock sales. Plenty of money and plenty of people milling about.
Okay, I suppose. It's worth taking a look at least.
If I'm gonna be performing, I better go get changed out of these rags. Give me a minute, gentlemen.
Okay. So, Bill, this better be good.
It is good. We put a lot of research into this one.
I hope so.
Mr. Morgan.
Herr Strauss?
That man. The debtor, Thomas Downs, apparently he's dead.
Dead? Well, no, he didn't seem very well.
His wife. I believe he has a wife and child. She will assume the debt, of course.
Of course.
When you can, head up there and collect. We lent them a lot of money.
Okay.
Gentlemen, let's go rob ourselves a bank.
What's the plan, then?
Oh, we're gonna send Karen on in ahead as a distraction. Then we're just gonna rush on in afterwards. Just a small bank in a little town. Nothing that big in way of security. We just need to bring you along as a insurance policy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, let's move out.
So, tell me again about this big can't-go-wrong plan of yours.
Oh, it can go wrong. Anything can, once the shooting starts.
Well, that's reassuring.
Like I said, we'll see how it looks. If we can get in all right, we'll send Miss Jones ahead to the bank. They won't recognize her.
I'll show you boys how it's done.
What are you thinking this time?
I don't know. Fellers always liked the lost little girl, but nobody plays a drunken harlot quite like me. It should work.
Once she's got them distracted, we'll move in.
When I was scouting the place the other day, there was only a couple of guards.
We deal with them and any customers who are feeling brave. And you always fancy yourself as the Vault Man, right, Arthur?
Now I see why you brought me.
Hey, I'm more than willing.
Nah, best I do it.
Oh, and did Dutch tell you I've also been cooking up some deals with them Gray Boys?
What? No. What kind of deals?
See, you don't realize, Morgan. I'm out there putting in the work same as you. I've been drinking with them a couple times now. Seems they're looking for some extra security.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Could be something in it for us.
Well, just be smart about it. You got a lot of irons in that fire right now.
Yes, I know, Morgan.
Glad you and Lenny are along for this, Karen.
Someone's got to keep you boys out of trouble. I ain't sure even Lenny can be relied on to keep his head. Not after that night you two had in Valentine.
Yeah, I've been trying to forget that. What little I remember of it.
You've always been a bad drunk. And before you say it, I know. Takes one to know one.
Guess we'll never learn.
And Bill ain't much better. So should we stop for some whiskey?
How about we wait till after the bank, all right? Can't believe you got me going back to Valentine.
Don't tell me it ain't hurt you leaving that bank behind.
Not really.
Work a town and not hit the bank? That's downright pathetic.
I guess we went a bit beyond working it. We shot the place to hell.
You did, Morgan. Not me. I played it cool up there. Couple of punch-ups, dealt with some O'Driscolls.
Ah, is that right?
Like I said, you mess up, it's just one of them things. I mess up, I'm the prize idiot.
Well, Bill, I don't know what to tell you.
Surprised you ain't already ripped me about that dynamite again. One mistake, and I'll never live it down.
Well, what do you need? Pat on the back? A medal?
Just know, I got the lead on this one.
We'll see about that, once things get going. Bet you didn't think we'd end up over this way.
So, what's going on with these two families? The Grays and whatever the other one's called?
It's more Dutch and Jose's thing. An old feud they're trying to get in the middle of. If it plays right, they reckon we can get some gold out of it.
Never can resist a scam, those two.
Dutch already managed to get us deputized. We got the biggest price on our heads west of Chicago, and now we're working for the law.
Well, I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
So far, there's been a lot of fancy talking from him and Hosea, while I do all the dirty work.
Just like the old days.
Something like that.
Oh, ventilator.
Easy. Keep it down now. We're here.